was Jacqueline's turn to hold the Lunasa tea ritual. With careful attention, she prepared the buffet-style table with clean tableware and matching tea service. She properly baked a tidy assortment of llamas, loaf owls, and corn king cakes, and goddess scones, and made the savory finger sandwiches, even cutting off the crusts for the fussier guests. On the porcelain enamel stove, the water awaited her, ready to be heated once her fellow Wiccans arrived. Jacqueline was 14 when she converted to the Wiccan ways, much to the chagrin of her secular, rationalist family. By the time she was 16, she had dedicated herself fully to all things eerie, mysterious, and magical. As she puttered around, meticulously checking off her list of formal arrangements, Jacqueline worried whether anyone would notice that she was using bovine milk rather than licorn cream, and if Phoebe would still be angry about what happened last time, when Jacqueline's little Aspie brother randomly mailed out the party notices and invited half of the neighborhood. And were the sandwiches elegant enough to make up for using just plain free-tiered cake stands? Or they would gossip about her store-bought brand afterwards like they gossip about Muriel's. And then she noticed the cat in the garden again. The cat had been skulking around the place for a while. Jacqueline considered shooing it away. It was a mangy-looking thing, matted blue-black fur, clinging to its wiry, whippet-like form. On any other day, Jacqueline wouldn't even have bothered with the scare tactics, would even have thrown some table scraps to it. But tonight was the Lunasa tea, and she didn't want to put the coven into yet another uninvited guest situation. Sighing, the wannabe teen witch stepped outside with her broom. Then she halted because the cat was sauntering towards her, smiling very broadly like the Cheshire one from Alice in Wonderland.
Do you often keep your guests waiting for quite so long?
Its voice grated like a rusty gate hinge.
Ooh, nice one, guys,
she said, glancing around the dimly lit garden.
You had me going for a minute.
Stifling a chuckle, she turned back to the cat.
Oh no,
exclaimed Jacqueline, feigning absolute mortification.
I'm so sorry, but there's been a miscommunication. Due to the venue size, we're keeping the guest list quite small. This means we just do not have room to fit everybody on the list. I'm so sorry that we can't extend an invitation, and even more sorry about this miscommunication. I hope you can understand.
Oh, well, no matter.
The cat carelessly replied.
I'm quite sure your tea room's big enough to accommodate up to 300 guests very comfortably.
Uh-huh.
Jacqueline said with a smirk.
Sure, pal.
She looked around the garden again, and then continued.
But alas, I only have room for, 20.
The cat sat on its haunches, its yellowish eyes and teeth gleaming in the porch lights. After a moment of uncomfortable silence, Jacqueline responded.
Yeah, 20 of my best fashionable A-list celeb sisters of the goddess friends, who all know how to combine classic essentials of high fashion with the latest pagan society trends, and probably do a bit of punking on the side.
The cat continued its eerie stare down from the shadowy, metal-like borders of the garden. There came a faint, stealthily rustle, as if the dried autumn grass was being crushed under the pressure of of soft but heavy footfalls.
Okay, like seriously, holy fuck. How are you doing this trick?
Jacqueline shouted to the surrounding privet hedges.
Cause it's seriously freaking me out. Did someone slip this here cat some shrooms? LSD or something? It's like so majorly tripping out here.
The night was silent, apart from the strange outdoor noises and the deep, purring thunder at her feet.
Fine.
Jacqueline muttered as she turned to go inside.
This is like getting, totally old fast. So 5 minutes ago.
Behind her, the steady purr deepened to a growl, growing quickly to a snarl. Jacqueline froze, the broom falling from her limp fingers and clattering on the floor. She felt a sharp prickling on the back of her neck and a sibilant whisper in her ear.
You gods are not to be mocked. Thou cannot deceive us.
Jacqueline spun around with a gasp, wide-eyed and mouth gaping. The porch was empty. In her mind, she was screaming, but no sound passed her lips. She stared incredulously, jaw dropping farther, as the garden swarmed with a feline horde. They moved like a wave up the gravel drive towards the mansion, flowing over the masonry walls and topiary hedges and erasing all signs of the lawn. The air soon filled with a shrill trilling and incessant meowing. Her left eye began to twitch uncontrollably as the whole pack surged over the threshold, whiskers forward, their eyes glinting with slyness and hunger. Within minutes, the cats were inside fighting over the banquet and Jacqueline's remains, while a pack of feral dogs slunk a safe distance away, drooling and whining in frustration. As it was, the helpings proved generous, and by the time everyone finished, they were completely satiated.